Hi everyone, welcome. It's Collette. I'm back from Germany and I thought I would hop on today and just answer so many of the questions that you guys have been sending me, and tell you a little bit about what my thoughts are on the amazing TM7, and also chat about the TM6, and hopefully enable you to make a decision, because I know lots of you are sitting on the board, you're not quite sure which way to go. So hopefully this will help you guys. So how is everyone? Can everyone hear me okay? I've got a few viewers on now, so that's good. Now, first of all, apologies for being a bit croaky. I think I had one too many snowball fights and built one too many snowmen in Berlin when I was there for the launch of the TM7. So I've come back home with that thing that shall not be named, a very croaky voice. But anyhow, let's progress. Hi Jenny, nice to see you there. Yep, it's good to be back. All right, now, so what I'm going to do is basically, as I said, you guys have given me so many questions and you all ask me what is my view on the TM7. Now, I'm going to just give you my thoughts and hopefully that will help you to decide. Now, you know me, whatever is best for you is the best decision. So there's no pressure either way, but good information, so hopefully you can decide. Now, as you probably know, I've just come back from Germany. I was one of the very few consultants that got invited from Australia, or earned a trip to Berlin, and we got invited to the launch of the TM7. And in true Volvo style, it was mind-blowingly incredible. Nothing they do by halves. They have a worldwide reputation for quality, and even right down to events. It was absolutely amazing. And one of the things we got to do on this trip was to go to the Volvo factory in Wuppertal, home of Thermomix. This is where, in the test bunkers, they do all the designing, and the TM7 has been being worked on for many years. And the thing that struck me about the factory is that I thought this was a great place to work. There was such a good vibe. And I loved, one thing that really hit me is I love their commitment to both quality but also conservation. They do so much in terms of recycling. Even the river that runs between the two buildings of the factory, they've invested so much to get that river clean. Fishermen now fish from it, and we saw the most amazing and unusual birds there. So, you know, they are an amazing company, and I'm very proud to be part of that company. So let's talk about the event itself. So it was just mind-blowing. I think there was about 3,000 people there in total from all over the world. The top consultants from like America, the UK. Kels is one of my great allies there in the UK. She's an amazing consultant, the top consultant over there in the UK. So if you're watching from the UK and you need a consultant recommendation, let me know. But it was great to catch up with my international colleagues, and also just to catch up also with my Aussie colleagues too. So it was an amazing event. So we were in the big amphitheatre and we knew something was coming, but we weren't quite sure. And then it hit the screens. The new TM7, the re-engineered TM7 was here, and it was like, oh my God, we didn't know this beforehand. We were like as awestruck and as shocked as you guys, but we were very excited. Thank you everyone for the welcome back. Sorry for the croakiness. Now, and then the TM7 hit the stage, hit the screens, the big screens, and I looked and I thought, oh my God, it's black. It's black. Now, if you guys know me, you know I'm a Hamptons girl through and through. I'm a white girl. I was like, oh my God, it's black. And they were carrying on talking about it, and I just kept thinking, oh my God, it's black. It's not fit nicely in my kitchen. But anyhow, continued listening and keeping an open mind. And then after the event where we learned a little bit about the Thermomix, we went back into the main function room where we networked and talked and looked at the TM7 and touched and felt the TM7, and I made sure we had this booth where we could go in and we could get up close and personal with the TM7, you know, putting the bowl back on, pulling it to pieces and looking at the screens. It was really cool. And I made sure I went in there not once, not twice, but at 3 o'clock in the morning, I went in there for a third time, and that's when I did some sneaky filming. But I really wanted to get a feel for this black Thermomix. And let's talk to you about the colour and that in a minute. So it is a bit polarizing, I think, the black for us white Hampton style girls, but let me tell you, it's okay. So coming from a factory that create the best of the best, you're going to expect the best of the best. It is amazing. It is without stop amazing. And I'm not saying that because, yeah, I'm going to be selling it, but I'm still going to be supporting you with the TM6. More about that later. But it is pretty amazing, and I'm going to tell you all the different functionalities and differences so that you can decide whether it's something you might want to upgrade if you've got a TM6 already, or whether you're okay with your TM6, because the TM6 is still bloody amazing. And if you've got one, be proud to have one, because we love it to pieces, absolutely. And if you haven't got one yet, I'm going to tell you what the options are so you can make a decision there. All right, so if you've got questions, I am keeping an eye on the chat as we're going through, so I hopefully will make a note and answer any of those that I've missed. So let's get back to the colour. All right, so black. So Volvik obviously just didn't pick black out of the air. They did a comprehensive study, and the results of that study found that 25% of respondents said they would like a white Thermomix. 25% said they would like a coloured Thermomix, and a staggering 50% said they would like a black Thermomix. So black it is. So I am told by all the designers out there, black is the new white, girls. Okay, so let's embrace it. Now, typically, they have gone big time on form and functionality. It looks like a trophy. It stands really proud, and I have to say, I really do love the clean lines. Now, we weren't given a TM7, and we won't be getting our TM7 until about April time, but I was given a little baby TM7. It looks so cute. So basically, let's kind of run through my little baby. And there is a video of me playing with it online and on my YouTube channel now. But let's just talk first of all about the bowl. So yeah, it looks like a trophy, and basically there's just two bits. You got the base. So the great thing with the base is that it's very clean and very easy for you to travel with. So if you are a traveler, how easy is this going to be to pop it into your luggage in the compartment on the airplanes, etc. And then you've got your bowl, and the lines are so clean. You haven't got locking in areas for food to trap in. It's just a simple exercise of the bowl, sits on the little housing unit, and off you go. So really clean. And this opens up a world of possibility in the years to come. And I'm just going to pose a question, girls and guys. What else possibly could be sitting on that little base apart from our standard 2.2 litre bowl? I'll let you think on that. All right, so what is coming with the initial launch of your TM7 is the bowl and the base, and a 3-month Cookie Doo subscription. Okay. Right, so here we go. Now the bowl, so basically the bowl itself, it has two parts to the bowl. So the outer has this really, and it is beautiful. When you look at it up close, it is a beautiful thing. It's a pleated kind of a texture to it. So it's textural, it has that pleated look. And it is a thermal outer bowl that the stainless steel bowl sits inside. Now, so you've got your thermal bowl, and then you have the stainless steel one. Now the thermal one won't really get dirty, you just need to give it a quick wipe. It's the stainless steel one, just like it is now, that's going to have the brunt work of everything. Okay, I'm going to try and get back with these questions. The actual stainless steel bowl, when you pop it inside, it is quite easy to use. Now, when you see me in the video, you see I'm a bit awkward using it. I'm filming one-handed, so it was a bit hard, and it was the first time I was touching it all. But it is easy. Just take it out, take it in. And there is a little bit of wiggle room. So when you put the silver bowl inside, you'll notice it, especially at the top, there's a little bit of wiggle room. And that's to take the vibration, you know, when you're doing kneading and stuff like that. So they've actually incorporated that nicely into the overall framework. I love the fact that we no longer have to hug the bowl, get our hands in there and twist the bottom, then get in and get the blade out. It's a seamless operation with the TM7. There's a little lever on the side of the bowl. You pull that lever, it releases the blade, and you pop your hand in and take the blade out. A really seamless operation that's going to make life so easy, especially for oldies like me. You know, just literally a one-handed kind of a thing. So really, really cool. All right. So we've talked about how easy it is going to be to travel the two components, a little bit about the bowl, and the covering of the bowl, excuse me, the actual textured pleating is a thermal bowl. So what that means is that you can cook your salami, spaghetti, or whatever dish you've got, your mushroom risotto, and you can take your bowl to the table and let it sit there for a while you just tidy up the kitchen, and then you can go and sit down. So there's no need to pour it into your thermoserver anymore. You don't have to dirty another bowl. You can just take that beautiful Thermomix bowl to the table. Right, now with the bowl, you probably notice one of the key features, one of the key differences is that there are no locking mechanisms. You take the lid on and off just like you would do the lid on a pot on the stovetop, on and off. Now, if you're cooking up to, I think it's speed 2, and you take the lid off, basically the blades stop. So you know when I'm cooking and I'm doing all my lives, and I keep telling you, just like you're cooking traditionally, taste, 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 it's great. You can just whip the little lid off, taste, adjust your seasonings, pop it back on, and then the blade will start going again. So I love that feature. I love how easy that is to do. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the open cooking feature in a minute. So no locking in mechanisms. So that also means no having to wait. Come on, let's face it. I mean, it's only a few seconds, but isn't it nice not having to wait? But literally, it's only a few seconds. It's not a big deal. All right, no measuring cup. I mean, we've got scales. We've got really accurate scales on both the 6 and the 7. We don't need measuring cups anymore. So we have a very flat little measuring cup. And this is meant to give you an even better mayonnaise from what I understand. So that will just sit on there really, really easily. Noise-wise, now our branch managers went into a meeting and they had a number of the TM7s cooking in the background, and the TM7s were just sitting there on the tables, and they did not realize that stuff was cooking in the TM7. So you know, even at low speeds, when you hear it, you know it's happening, you know it's cooking. So with the TM7 up to speed 2, you won't hear a thing. It is silent. Incredible. Now, of course, if you're going to be grating nuts and stuff like that, it is going to make some noise, but nowhere near the same amount of noise as the TM6. So that is a nice feature to know that when it's slow cooking, or when it's, you know, just sauteing at low speeds, etc., it's not going to be making noise. So I love that. I did notice when I picked the bowl up that it was a little bit heavier. I did register that it was a little bit heavier. Nothing negative, but I did notice it was heavier. And the other thing for people a little bit older like myself, or even younger people, and also for kiddies, it means that we can touch the bowl when it's cooking because it's not going to be hot. So even though the bowl might be just a tad heavier, if we're struggling to pick it up, we can use 2 hands. This is not hot anymore. So 2 hands make it so much easier. Okay. All right. Okay, now Varoma. I love the new Varoma on the Thermomix, and I have to say, I reckon, and I don't know this 100%, if you're sticking with your TM6, no problems, you might be able to buy the Varoma to use on the TM6. I need to check that out, because I know it should fit probably both. But the new Varoma is fabulous. Now, you guys know I love steaming, and the fact is you can get 45% more in the TM7 Varoma. It's been redesigned. So, for example, in the top tray, my beautiful teriyaki salmon, I can put 6 slices of salmon in that. That's incredible. So I love the redesign of that. That's definitely a big, big win. Okay, now let's head down to the little screen on the TM7. So cookie dough, you've got cookie dough on your TM6. We know how incredible cookie dough is. It is the heart of your Thermomix, and it's going to be the same on your TM7. So you're going to get the same recipes, all the other same information, etc. Now, so we know we've got access to over 1,000 recipes, but the interface is more advanced, and the screen is 10 inches. It's like looking at an iPad. It is super clear, super big. I have to say, I love it. Absolutely love it. Don't need my glasses when I'm looking at it. Bonus. And what you can do when you get your TM7 is you can preset. There's 3 options. You can preset what option you want to appear when it turns on. So if you want cookie dough to come up, that's what will come up. If you want the modes to come up, that's what will come up. So you preset what you kind of want. You won't have the big 3 dials. You haven't got the big selector button. It's all touch face interface, and it's super easy. So, you know, if you want to scroll through steps in a recipe, you've got a slider bar that you can scroll through, which is really cool, and the little green bookmark will take you back to where you are. So very super easy interface, very easy to use. Now, other things that I loved with this new interface is that, you know, it has got an improved, smarter guided cooking one. So, for example, if you go into the egg modes, which I did, up pops the egg modes, but you don't get, like we have the little dial on the TM6 where it says soft, medium soft, and you then think to yourself, oh, do I want soft or medium soft? What's the difference? And on the TM6, we've got the great information screen that will explain that to us. On the TM7, it's very visual. So we get pictures. When we hit egg mode, pictures come up. And all you need to do is select the picture. So the difference, and you can see this in the picture between the soft and the medium soft, and I have no idea who eats a soft egg like this, but the soft has a partially cooked white. Come on, own up in the chat. Are you one of these people? Whereas the medium soft, which is my preference, has a cooked white and a lovely soft dippy yolk. So you got a picture of that. So it makes it really instant and visual. And we all love visual, let's face it. The other thing is, as I was stepping through a whole number of other dishes, what I loved is that it goes down. So you're just scrolling down with your finger to the steps, and then again it's visual. So, you know, with the TM6, if you're adding things into a bowl, it would say add in 20 grams of onions, and you add 20 grams of onions, and then you go next. And then you would follow the next step, and you hit next. With the 7, you get a list that pops up with little pictures of eggs and lemon or whatever is needed, and a little checklist. And what you do is the scales are there, you just interact the scales, hit the lemon, and off you go. Once you've done that, check it off. Hit the next thing, check it off. So it's quicker and seamless. It was fun. I love the visual aspect. Okay, so very step by step and checklist. So in terms of functions and modes, yeah, definitely white of egg cooked, hey Jen, I agree with you. Medium soft with soldiers. Oh, we love our soldiers with our eggs, and isn't it great? I love, even with my TM6, one of the things I absolutely love is that egg boiler, because even with the 6, you're going to get the best boiled eggs. And there's nothing worse than planning to have soft dippy eggs in the morning and you've overcooked them and you can't dip your soldiers into them. That's heartbreaking, isn't it? Not a way to start a day. Anyhow, either with the 6 or the 7, you know you've got brilliant cooked eggs. So with the TM7, we've got 3 new manual modes. Now those 3 manual modes are or functions, and they're called steaming, browning and open cooking. Now, I don't know enough about the steaming or browning to say much at the moment, but I know you can use them with the lid off, which is pretty cool, but I don't know the full details. But with the open cooking, I love this, because if you want to warm up something, or if you want to just cook some spaghetti or some frozen veggies, just like you'd heat up some water on the pan until boiling, you can use the open cooking mode up to 100 degrees, speed 2 on the TM7. So that means no lid, you can pour in your veggies, you can go back and have a little look. Remember, with the open cooking, the blade doesn't move. But the water is bubbling there nicely, just like it would do in a pan. You can get your spatula, you can go and give it a little turn if you want to. So you've got much more freedom, and it's the same with the browning. We're not controlled by the safety features of the 6. You can engage that browning feature when you want to, which is fabulous. So those are the 3 new functions that we have at the moment. Now, in terms of the accessories, exactly the same accessories. You're going to get a spatula. Now, the spatula has had a redesign. It looks like a long knife, and the long knife actually fits the whole of the bowl. So you should be able to clear the bowl in maybe 1 or 2 passes, instead of having to do the big long scrape down, which is really handy. At the base of the spatula there is an indentation. So you know, if you make dough and you tip your bowl upside down, sometimes turning that screw can be a problem. The end of the spatula sits into the screw and it helps you to turn that nicely, so you can get that dough out or help to release whatever it is you're wanting to release. And the simmering basket has had a little redesign as well. There is a slit in it so that you can use your spatula to pop in the slit to flip the lid open. So that's a really cool little feature too. Yeah, so with the open cooking mode, I am one of the lives I'm going to be doing to you in the coming week is spatula. I love spatula. You know, that beautiful little German kind of pastry-ish dough stuff. I love it. And it will be super handy to have an open cooking mode, just to pour the spätzle into the boiling water and things like that. There's lots of good things that we can use that for. Okay. Okay. So we talked about, and the butterflies had a little bit of a redesign. You'll notice on the bottom it's got 1 more peg on each side, but you know, the butterfly works amazingly for creaming our sugars and butters and things like that, just as it does in the TM6. Okay, let me just quickly whiz through. What I might do is I'll go back and I think I'll answer these questions. Yeah, the new spatula should work on the TM6, but you won't be able to flip the lid open because of the redesign with the TM7 bowl. All right, I'll go. There's quite a few questions. I'll go through afterwards and I'll answer those questions online, I think. All right, so that's my thoughts. What is my thoughts? So have I got past the black? Absolutely. I want one now, but I have to contend with my little baby. So the Thermomix TM7 is going to be available to consultants in April, and we are taking orders in April for the TM7. Now, if you are interested in the TM7, and or even you're kind of semi-interested now, please, and you'd like me to support you on your journey, and yeah, absolutely, we'll be setting up a Facebook page and doing all the stuff I always do as my after sales support. And remember, it doesn't matter where you are in Australia, I can look after you. So Perth, Tasmania, any of those states, I'm happy to support and look after you and help you get the most out of your TM6 or your TM7. If you are curious and you are interested, please send me a text and put your name down on the Thermomix site. I have put a link in this post where you can put your name down. I will be keeping all of the people that have contacted me in the loop. I will be in touch with them, letting them know what's happening, etc. And as I find more stuff out, I'll be sharing with everybody. And when they arrive, I guarantee our first shipment will sell out. So what will happen in April, you will be asked for payment if you want to buy a TM7. And the TM7s are going to cost $2,649. Remember, your TM7 comes with one bowl, your base, and 3-month subscription to Cookie Dough, your butterfly, your varoma, your spatula, and your simmering basket. All right, and of course the measuring cup. No freebies, no extra gifts. That's what you get. And then we will wait for the next shipment to come through. And also remember that $2,649, there are no payment plans. You need to pay that amount in full. All right, so that's the TM7. So shoot me a text if you are interested to find out more and be kept in the loop and you'd like me to support you. And make sure you register with Thermomix, but I will make sure that you have done that too. All right, let's move on now. Let's go back to the TM6. Now, let's face it, guys, the TM6, we love the TM6. It is brilliant. Yes, it doesn't have a locking mechanism. It doesn't have the open cooking features, but it has so much more. So it still has your 20 base functions. It is still incredible. So if you've got your TM6 and you're happy with your TM6, that is brilliant. Let's face it, we all love our TM6. But if you're like me and you want, you want the technological advantage, you want the sleeker design, the open cooking, then the TM7 might be for you. Now, if you are new to the world of Thermomix and you are thinking, oh my God, what do? I don't know which way to go. Please reach out. Let's have a chat and we can see what is best for you. You might find that our current offer that we have, which is going super well, is going to be suiting for you. And if you've already got a TM6, please share this offer because it is incredible. So the cost of the Thermomix remains the same, $2,579 for a TM6, but you are going to get over $1,000 of the key extras free with that Thermomix. That includes an extra bowl, a glider board, the cutter, the spiralizer, and the list goes on. It is an incredible deal. You know that if you've got a TM6. So if you're new to the world of Thermomix, you might want to start off with a TM6 because it's brilliant. Let's face it, it is brilliant. Pop in the comments, guys, if you love your TM6. It is brilliant. No, hands down, yep. It might not have the technical edge that the TM7 might have, but realistically, you might be waiting a year for your TM7. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen worldwide? Now, the other great thing with the TM6 is that we have payment plans. So you can get it on a 0% interest with a range of companies that we have. You can earn it. You can come on board and earn either the TM6 or the TM7. If this is something that excites you, please contact me and I can tell you more. So we are making it super easy for every house in Australia to have a Thermomix, because let's face it, every house needs a Thermomix. Every night, millions of non-Thermomix owners have to cook dinner. And if we have a Thermomix in the kitchen, we know how much easier life is with a Thermomix. It's time for every household to get a Thermomix, and this is an amazing opportunity for people to do it. Dawn, I cannot look after New Zealand. I know I have loads of New Zealand followers, but you know, there'll be lots of people local to you in New Zealand that you can contact. And you know, I have to be strict, and just like I have my own customer Facebook page, and I'm super strict. I only let my customers in on that, and we do all sorts of fun things together. And it's the same with the TM7. If you buy your TM7 from other places, please don't reach out to me to give you your education, ongoing, etc. That's for people that are supporting me in my business. And I know it's hard, but last year I absolutely got swamped with trying to help everybody. I just can't do it. I do the best I can on my public page, but on my private area, with my customers, they're the ones that are supporting my business. They're the ones I want to really look after and make special. So I'd love to look after you in New Zealand, but there's tons on my public page. There's lots that you can see and learn from as well. All right, so that's my thoughts, that's my views. What do I think is best? Whatever is best for you. Yeah, whatever is best for you. So whether you contact me to get a TM6, be assured I'm going to be there to support you with that TM6. You know, most weeks on my customer page, we have something happening, a cook along together. You know, there's all sorts of stuff that happens. You'll be guaranteed that you will learn to love quite easily and use and understand your Thermomix, be it a TM6 or a TM7. All right. Okay, so now if you want the loop, remember, just shoot me a message so I can keep you in the loop with the TM7. And if you want to know about how you can earn a TM6 or a TM7, we've got some great ways of doing that by coming on board as a consultant. But if you just want to be kept in the loop with the 7, let me know. If you want to get a TM6 or find out more about the TM6, let me know. But please, guys, all my beautiful followers, tell the world that now is a great time to get a TM6, because seriously, it is a great time. All right, everyone, that's me for now. I'm so happy. Other accessories for the TM7 at the moment, that's all we have. But there will be lots and lots that will be coming. Anyhow, yeah, so I'm going to go back and answer these questions for everyone. I hope that's helped in your deliberations and in what you might want to do. And if you have questions, you know I'm around. Just reach out and ask. Thanks, everybody. And please, as always, please click the share so other people can get this information and see what it is. But yeah, Germany was amazing. What a great company, Volvocar. I keep pinching myself that I had that trip. Even though I came home with a horrible cough and cold, I'd definitely go again. It was absolutely incredible. And I'm proud to be associated with them, because whether it's a 6, a 5, a 7, they produce bloody good appliances for our kitchen, and long may they reign. Catch you later, guys. Take care. Bye for now.